Hi, and welcome to Simply Channeling. Sara and I set our prayers and intentions prior to starting this filming. And now, here's Sara.
So in other words, what you're saying, and this is an aha moment for me, you follow certain principles most of the time just because it's convenient, like use the physics of the environment of the universe where you're going to create in, instead of creating new physics laws.
Well, if I get you right, unless we want to become physical, that collective we utilizes the laws of physics that they agree upon, which in this case results in round planets. For the most part, they're round. Maybe not perfectly round, but round nonetheless because of how they're formed.
Right.
But that doesn't mean beings who remain non-corporeal, non-physical, have anything to do with it.
I know it's the we that inhabits that world, that creates the world before they get here.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, does that mean there's only certain physics laws throughout the universe that are immutable? Or can another area created by another set of people from your place or people in that world discard some of those physics laws and replace them with other laws? I'm looking for, is everything that's been ever created uniform?
Well, everything is now, and no, it's not uniform.
Thank you.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah. If I finally ask the right question, I get the right answer.
Yes. That's quite all right. You are you.
Yes, I know.
And
I'm on my own journey. And
yes, you are. Continue searching for your true self. Your true self will help your physical self, your ego, if you will, to loosen up.
Yeah. I was going to ask if I could ask one of them to use her body and come here, but that is not correct. Because that is me that's me being in charge of Sara instead of Sara being in charge of Sara. I used to think that was okay, but I don't anymore.
Good for you. See, you're learning.
Yeah, it's...
You're growing.
The person who was here last time on our last visit, yeah, I learned a lot then. I'm learning a lot now, too.
Good.
Does this 3D world contain multiple dimensions?
Multiple dimensions exist now and always. Not necessarily in one place, and not necessarily does one dimension be the only thing that exists in a place. So the simple answer to your question is yes, there are multiple dimensions.
And no, they're not all here.
And no, they're not all here.
Okay, I see this. Yeah. Let me rephrase this a different way. Is it possible for one point, say the Earth, even though it's not one point, yeah, because, a point has no size but position. It's kind of hard for the Earth to do that, but it does that in the big scheme of things. Can that one point be in multiple dimensions simultaneously?
Yes.
Okay, that's the answer.
That doesn't mean any of your fellow humans are aware of that.
Right. I understand. It just opens up my brain to expand a little.
Your brain doesn't need to
My
expand.
mind.
There you go.
Yeah, I know my brain. My brain's just a controller for the body. Why do you, as a group, hang around Sara?
She's amenable to it. Always has been open enough.
Always has been? What does that mean?
I know, everything is now.
Exactly.
But in your way of thinking and hers, she's always been open to the possibilities. And there were those, some not really all that high in frequency, but there were many who would check her out, so to speak, to see what would happen. Usually nothing happened other than they were there. How else can I put it?
I know you guys don't count, but can you give me an approximate number of visitations she has had?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. What is in Sara's makeup, her physical makeup, her brain, or isn't the brain even part of that way? Is it the brain or the mind that allows those contacts to take place?
It's more the heart
The heart.
and the emotions.
Oh,
Good emotions, you know. The mind and the ego are practically one and the same. The mind can think about these things as the two of you are, and those who watch are thinking, questioning, curious, wanting to learn. However, the ego is so closely entwined that it can react in fear and shut things down. So they kind of have to work together a little better. And now I forgot the main theme of your question.
I don't remember it either. So I was so interested in what you were saying. But it leads me on to another question. How does the heart figure into all that?
It's not the physical heart,
Yeah, I know.
although that's what you all think of. But the heart I refer to is the essence of a being.
Okay. Yeah.
And it has taken many such of these, as you called them, visitations, many of these experiences, most of which for years, in your way of reckoning, were she wasn't totally aware of as being experiences because they were so fleeting. But as she grew and as her essence expanded through learning and desire to learn, curiosity, her heart has expanded to the point where she's more aware. And then things.
Events happen.
Well, yeah, but I was referring more to the non-physical beings were better able to make her aware of them up to the point where now she knows to only ask for higher frequency beings.
Cool.
So Okay. When she meditates, that's what she does. She asks for higher beings and her own progression, if you will, of, from her spirit guides and on up to all that is, to help expand her heart more and to protect her from the lower beings. Does that kind of wrap up the question and answer?
Yes. Well, and it leads into another question.
Okay.
I've heard many other people on YouTube talk about anyone can learn to channel. And Sara said that herself, that whenever you are so deeply focused on something that time just ends, you are channeling in a passion. So I take it anyone could channel an entity such as yourself if their essence permits it to happen.
Pretty much.
How does one go about giving that permission to the essence? Or does the essence not need permission? It needs to just allow it to happen.
Energy. Okay. The essence is aware. The essence is the true self, is aware that everything is connected because everything is from energy and everything comes from source, the energy and the essences and all that. And so there's such connectivity that when the essence is open, when the true self says yes, of course, then beings, the higher beings, will wait until such a time. It's the lower frequency beings that will sometimes just push their way in with unpleasant results usually, or at least not accurate, not uplifting, not enlightening.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we incarnate into another world, from your world into another 3D existence, because it's time for us to do it again, we want to go do it, explore, learn something, can we pop, so to speak, into that existence as an adult? Or do you always have to start with the same process, the point of conception, and grow from there?
It depends on a lot of different factors. What collective are you part of that is designing, so to speak, this other existence? How is it designed? Can you pop in as an adult? That would depend on whether the experience or the plural experiences of the collective make it part of that existence. Need more information?
No.
Okay.
A few sessions ago, we were discussing Bigfoot and their multiple dimensionality. What a word. Is that how that works for them? The world that they were created in this world, but they have the ability to go to the other world. Is that because they also were created there, or how does that work? Because I was told that they originated here, but then they had the ability to escape into another world because this world is not what they originally signed up for, so to speak.
Oh, well, again, the collective agreed and planned for them to be part of this earth. They themselves then worked within the collective to find, because they liked this earth, they didn't like some of the directions the other beings on this earth, the other physical beings, were going, and they had already worked out a plan of escape, so to speak, to use your words, that they could go to other dimensions, plural.
Okay. So they go to more than just one dimension?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They can if they wish. They can come back here and visit if they wish, because they do like the forests.
So the ability for them to do that is just their higher energy levels? Or is there some physical bodily function that allows them to make the switch?
It's their energies, their personal desires. The Bigfoot Collective had already planned it, and they're aware of their energies, the energies of other dimensions, and how to shift to go there, wherever it is they prefer, until they want to come back for a visit. Does that answer your question?
It does, but it creates other ones.
Of course.
So they have the ability to sense what they need to do to go to the other realities, the other dimensions. Do they have some way of understanding what they need to do to get there, in other words?
They just think about it. They just...
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
So they are definitely at a higher frequency than we are.
They're very high frequencies, yes. But they're still physical.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this session of Simply Channeling. If you like what you listen to and want to hear more, please subscribe to the channel. And also, like this video and click on the notification bell so you may be notified when new ones are released.